Well, hi everybody. My name's Chrissy Fitzgerald. I'm a psychic life coach, and today I would just want to touch a little bit on manifesting and the art of allowing. As a psychic, I do a lot of manifesting, and I'm sure a lot of people out there try to manifest things into their life. That can be anything from, like, I guess, goal setting to creating things to happen with your life, whether it be moving forward and with relationships or, buying a house, many things people try and manifest into their lives. And I think happiness is also one that people are really struggling to seem to be able to find these days. It almost seems unattainable. Everybody's so busy going through their lives and going through the motions and the daily grind that we all sort of really get a bit lost on manifesting the path that we really want to go on. I know I personally have struggled with that a lot, and I'm sure that there's people out there that have as well. And I find the biggest hiccup with me, and manifesting is when you actually put your thoughts onto things and you actually think about them in your mind and you try to feel them, and then you actually have to release them. And I think it is in that releasing part that a lot of us really struggle with. I really believe in vibration, and I know how energy works in the universe, and I know that by putting your thoughts on something, it does actually emit that out to the outer world and the world around you. And if you do an experiment of that, you'll actually see that that actually does work when things come into your experience, which I have talked about with things such as number plates and little symbols and indicators of what you're actually creating and how your body is actually feeling, if it's in that relaxed state or if it's in a very uptight, constricted state. And I find myself that the art of allowing is a very, very big challenge, and there's times when I do allow and I'm very relaxed and things will just appear, and there's other times where I feel so contracted and restricted that it's almost painful, and I know that nothing's going to appear simply because of how I feel. So I think the point I'm really trying to get to at the bottom of this is that we've got to really trust. We've got to trust in our higher mind to actually deliver these things to us, because I think in the physical 3D world that we live, we can only see things from that perspective. But there is a higher mind that helps us to get to the places that we want to go. And again, that's what happens when those synchronistic situations and events happen. They're beyond your control. So I think we all have to know that there's more going on out there, and there is, definitely divine guidance that, leads us to the paths that we need to be on. So personally, I think art of allowing is something that we really need to start to release more, and I know I have a lot of trouble with it, and I'm sure a lot of people have a lot of trouble with the art of allowing. And yet it's the biggest part of creating and the biggest part of manifesting. So if you create all these things and feel these things and think these things, nothing's going to appear unless you actually release your connection to those things. So it's in that almost cutting almost with scissors the ties to that thought that will help it to release. So you've got to kind of really go back to the trust. And I'm always practicing and always experimenting with this. You've got to actually trust that things will be delivered to you when they're meant to be delivered to you, So that's just a little bit today on the art of allowing and how to manifest. Give it a bit of an experiment, I often do funny little quirky things. I've done recently, I just did an experiment where I manifested a Dalmatian dog, and it took about 3 days, and then my Dalmatian dog appeared. And I've also done like a little old yellow VW car, and that took about a week. So you can do little experiments like that as well and see how long something takes to come into your experience as well, and try and shorten the time down on, just pick something strange out of the blue and just do a little experiment with yourself and see if you are allowing, because that's how things show up in your experience, when you're allowing. So that's just a little bit about manifesting and the art of allowing, and I think it's an area that we all need to improve on. And I personally do. I have always struggled with the art of allowing. So anyway, give that a little try and see what you can create, and work on the art of allowing. Work on releasing that to the universe and just trust that that's going to come to you the way it's meant to come to you and when it's meant to come to you. Okay? And just keep going and just keep creating, and it's your world, so you need to create the things that you want to come into your energy field. So it's by in that relaxing and that relaxed state that things will start to appear. Anyway, good luck with that. Go and visualize and create some things and see how long it takes you. Bye.